Greetings, friends. It's Denise again with Denise's Dancing Paintbrush. And as you can see, I've had to create a new introduction to my collage videos because I had to upgrade my new computer, or my computer that has been revamped. The hard drive has been replaced. It's running smoother and faster, but they had to upgrade the operating system, so all my old software went bye-bye. This is a collage that I was working on while my computer was down. I thought that this boy's face was absolutely charming. As you see, I did the background first, and I'm working his face on a piece of tissue paper or tracing paper so that I can still see all the features. Once you start putting the background right over the edge, you sometimes lose your pencil drawing edge, and unless you've traced it first, it sometimes is lost forever. You've got to redraw the whole thing. So I find that the tracing paper is very handy. And I'm surprised how difficult it was to go back to, well, the 18th century when there were no computers and I had to do everything by hand. I had to write by hand, I had to take notes by hand, and of course I've always done my art by hand, but I've always used a computer to edit the footage and the final photo that I post, and without that I felt a little lost, like I was missing an arm or a digit or something. But I felt that this little boy's face was just adorable, the smile, and it is always a challenge to capture a face, especially a child's face that has no, deep wrinkles, with the sharp cut edges of paper. And so I keep challenging myself to do these collages because I find it so much fun, so much, well, it's rewarding for me to find just the right pieces and fit them together in just the right way that he actually looks like the photo reference that I used. I get a charge out of it. And even more of a charge when I win awards. The last piece that I entered into an art show, I got first place, which was a real charge. I entered another collage up in the San Francisco show, and although it didn't place, it didn't get an award of any kind, it is in the show, and that's a big deal because many pieces, many good pieces, don't get in the show. The way shows work, hundreds of pieces are submitted, and then they only have room, of course, in that gallery to hang about 50. So naturally, some really good pieces are going to be rejected, not because of merit, but because of space. They only pick the best of the best, which is why I am very honored to actually be in the show. And as I understand it, it runs through middle of July, when the show will come down and they'll put up a new display. But for now, my work is hanging in the San Bruno Gallery in the Bay Area. So isn't his face coming together just charmingly? I love the way it just all comes together. But I looked at his mouth and oh my, I think I made the teeth too big. There should be more of an opening. So I've glued my tracing paper down, and as I go along I'm going to fix little bits and pieces that bother me. I think my best tool, maybe we can call it that, is to hang it on the wall and stand back and just look at it. Sometimes for a day or two, and then the little things that are bothering me will come out. That's where I noticed, oh, you know, his teeth are really too big. I need to fix that. And something about the ear, and you know, there's always a little thing here or a little thing there. They say if you turn your back on your artwork and use a mirror and see the reflected reverse image, you can also see little things that should be tweaked, that aren't quite right. That's a good tool as well. And then naming a piece is always a real challenge. You just never quite sure, what should I name this? And so in this case, I played with several possible names for my composition here, and finally I decided to choose Blue Boy because of Gainsborough's Blue Boy. This is my Blue Boy. He's all dressed in blue. Well, I must say I'm really, really happy to have my computer back. I'm kind of sad that I've had to pay a Creative Cloud subscription to get my Photoshop back. Only because I know how tight things can get from time to time, and if I should not be able to make a payment, my Photoshop, Premiere Pro, InDesign, all the things I use most often will go bye-bye. That is not good. I do have a Patreon page, and I have several people who are supporting me, which I am so grateful for, you can't imagine. And that helps. That really helps. That's probably where I'm going to be using my funds to pay for these subscriptions to Photoshop and Microsoft Word. But here he is, the final product, where I fixed the little gap in his mouth to be a little bit wider, made his teeth a little smaller, and the price of little dreams. There he is, all finished. Hope you enjoyed watching this and all my others. Do check out the links below, my Patreon page, and this collage may be available soon in my Etsy shop. Check it out. See you next time. Bye, everyone.